language. Don't be a coward.
Enough to do those things.
Do not be a coward.
Yourself, my sister, I'm not a coward. I'm voicing out for voiceless people who are afraid to talk to this life because of you ganging up on them. You too ganging up on them.
I'm not ganging up on anybody. I'm just saying.
Nobody's for me. Please don't do that. You cannot sit up there and make that assumption. Nobody's doing that.
My sister, are you going to listen or you're going to talk alone?
And not only just that, she has told you guys time and time again to reach out to the organizers if you have an issue.
You have to reach out to the organizers.
This thing is a simple Ayaka, that's why.
Listen.
That's why you think.
Ayaka, can I please say something?
Thank you, Sophie.
Trophy wife, you can't say that Zulu is just the fact that you even think that Zulu is just another word that you can use.
I never said that. I'm just saying that I have the right to use it. I have the right to say to use the name Zulu.
Your child Zulu.
I have that right. I have that right.
My sister, 110%.
My sister, you are
what we're trying to say to you is that when you use that Zulu, you are referring to the people of South Africa. Zulu people, a nation, a kingdom, an entire tribe. So when you use that Zulu, and even the way you spell it, it means that you're actually referring to us. Whether you think that they were paying homage to Ushaka Zulu, or whoever, means that it does touch us. So in this instance, we're not even saying that you can't use the word Zulu. We're saying be open-minded and be willing.
And that's what I'm saying to you. Be open-minded. We're saying the same thing to each other.
No, my sister. No, my sister. Stop talking. Listen.
Yes.
Listen.
Hear us.
We're saying the same thing to each other.
No.
It's not the same. Stop lying. It's not the same. Stop lying.
Be willing
to
learn. So if we're saying that this is not how you should be doing things, because it's either you change.
Did you reach out to the organizers? Did you reach out to the organizers of that?
My sister, the organizers themselves are wrong.
Did you reach out to the organizers? Yes or no?
Themselves are wrong. The organizers themselves are wrong. They should have.
Well, why didn't you call them?
But you have to try to make the attempt. That's all she's saying. Make the attempt to try to change the name. If it's so offensive, reach out to the organizers.
I won't be on social media attacking
I'm talking
people.
to Trophy Lady. I'm talking to this Trophy Lady. If you did your research, if you did
it is not my culture, so I won't do the research.
You would know that.
You guys want to make? Hold on. Do you guys want to make closing arguments because nobody's listening? You guys aren't listening to what she said.
And those cultures are so spiritual, and you should understand the spirituality because of customs. If you don't understand the spirituality of those customs, you are disrespecting the customs and our
I want to fight. You just want to fight. You don't want to learn yourself.
You, my sister, you are standing that parade is okay, is fine. As you see it, it's fine. You are defending a nonsensical thing.
I'm not defending right or wrong, but that's their culture.
That should go there. You say yourself it's a right thing, but it's a nonsensical thing. You are busy being strong, hot, yes, you are busy here, being hot-minded, being stuck on one thing because
you're not listening to me because you don't want to.
You are smarter than people who know their cultures. Just because you are being the strongest country in the whole world, my sister.
You're attacking me instead of reaching out to the agency that governs that parade.
Wake up, wake up. Wake up.
Don't be a coward. Don't speak in your language. Speak in English.
Because you're making me
attack me in English.
Wait for me. You think that I'm stupid?
I'm not waiting for you when you're insulting me.
You think that I'm stupid?
I'm not waiting for you when you're insulting me. I no longer want to talk to you again.
That have customs. The moment you said Zulu on that
when you're insulting me, an innocent person,
because we don't
I don't want to talk to you.
We didn't see any Zulu thing there. We didn't see any Mkhele. We didn't see anything.
So why are you upset?
We didn't see any beads. We didn't see anything of Amantombazana.
You're online looking for coins. That's your problem.
You don't know anything about
you see?
what it means to us.
She just said that they're not mixed.
Okay, I need you. Hold on just 1 second. You're not willing to have that exchange. Why is it that you guys won't directly, just please answer that question. Why won't you reach out to organizers themselves?
The moment it was publicized, you guys thought, the moment it was publicized that it's not the culture that you guys saw.
Zama, please.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Yes.
When you guys raised the fact that we can reach out to a certain organization, that is something that's different. Is it valid? Yes, we can do that, right? But now what we are fighting, not even fighting, but what you guys and I are having right now, the conversation that we're having right now is you guys are actually saying this, that what they're doing is right. So this is where now
no one said that. It's not my culture, so I don't know if it's right or wrong. I don't celebrate the Zulu parade.
The thing is, trophy wife, you have
ma'am, you're putting words in my mouth, and I get very angry when people do that.
But we've been at this because you actually are saying that it's not about us. It's this, it's that. If you think
I don't think it's about your culture. I don't think they're highlighting you. To be honest with you. That's my opinion.
Not to insult or to pay homage is what she's saying.
Yeah, I don't think it's about them at all.
It's not about you.
Key word is think, right? You don't think. That's the thing. Because
and you don't know for a fact either. And you don't know either.
Because
you don't know for a fact either.
You are not affected.
So what right do you have?
That is why you will think that we are Zulu. We know our culture and we're seeing it, and we're seeing that we're being mimicked.
If you see something similar in your culture, I would say hallelujah, amen. I would be happy.
If you see your face,
if the Zulu parade is putting you on the map, I would say hooray.
If you see your face somewhere but in a different outfit, you definitely know that, no, this is my face. But it's just that
can I jump in here because this ain't making sense coming from Zama. I'm sorry, but I need you to understand something very clearly. We are a huge nation. Each one of our states is like a different country in the United States. We don't even have the same laws in each 50 states. We have state laws and we have federal laws. Your beef should be with the people in New Orleans, not with the entire Black American race.
The organizers.
That's where it started.
I'm talking. Excuse me. I am talking. No. Y'all have come on here and literally attacked the whole group of people when it was only a few. And what you don't understand is y'all are about to piss off the Black American community, and those of you over here who have businesses, getting money from us and sending it back to Africa, you're about to lose those businesses, because when we boycott, we will shut you down. And then your people over here can go home.
You are talking high and mighty.
I am talking high and mighty because y'all are sitting up here telling us that we're responsible for a few.
You are.
It's not the few.
But
y'all are
you
talking
are.
high and mighty, telling us we don't understand. Yes, I do. I don't like the blackface either.
But do you understand? That's the question. Do you understand? Do you understand the cultural significance of representing
Gideon
Zulu?
said something. Gideon said that we are responsible, and Gideon, you're not understanding. You guys partake in traditionalism that we do not. It is not
exactly.
The same.
Then why reference it anyway?
Is all I'm saying.
What makes how you feel and believe right for what we feel and believe? Plain and simple. Y'all want us to bow out to how you feel, and we're not going to do that as Black Americans. So y'all might just want to hang this conversation up and let it go, because the parade will be going on next year, 2026, regardless of how y'all feel.
Dragging you 2026. Come 2026, we'll be dragging you.
I'm gonna go here.
Fine.
You guys the parade next year to find out what it's like. But I guarantee you, they're not gonna be saying "Hell at South Africa." I promise you, they're not gonna be saying. Hell with God, South Africa.
Y'all think social media is the end all be all on this app? No. When we turn around and close your businesses down in our country.
No. But you can imagine. But you can imagine as an African.
When we deport you from this country, y'all gonna be crying. So I think
I don't think they're serious. I don't think they're really upset.
Oh, you got a result to that?
We addressed the New Orleans people, which is what this whole thing is about.
So tell that to the rest of your people that's attacking all of us.
Everybody,
tell the rest of your people that's attacking all of us.
But
we don't need y'all. I don't think y'all understand that. We don't need y'all. I don't think y'all understand that. We will pay you dust. We don't need y'all. We don't need y'all. We are Americans. We don't need y'all.
Associated with South Africa, I do it.
So, okay, come get all your people and take them back home then, because we don't need y'all. I need y'all to understand that. I don't think y'all understand that.
What? Why are you speaking? See, I told y'all.
Exactly. Because they can't take it.
Come on now.
They can't take it.
They can't. When y'all start talking mess, because y'all start going inside the comment section and now you're laughing and everything is funny. So I know you're talking mess.
Thank you. So go ahead and turn your visas in and everything else and go on back home.
Let me ask them a question. No, I need to ask these South Africans a question, and I really want to understand. Why so much heat for us? Why can't y'all save that energy for these white people in y'all country?
Oh, we are cool with the white people. That's the thing.
These white folks in your country.
The wrong information. Us and white people are actually
cool. They live in a segregation over there. They don't even own their country, but they're over here talking about
South Africa you can't even go
to. You guys are talking ignorantly.
You guys,
because you're coming on here with ignorance. You're being ignorant, so we're just giving you the same energy.
We're actually cool with the white people. The things that you guys are hearing.
With the white people?
Yes, honey, we are cool with the white people. There is whatever you guys are
you can't even go in your own South Africa and you fighting us across the pond about.
But the conversation is about Zulu. It's about the Zulu. The Zulu
all of it because you drug us all in it.
Don't need to be
so you put all of us in. You put even me.
So now you're not hear from all of us.
In it.
Listen, I don't know what you guys
and you're gonna hear from us too.
The black people. It's fine. I think you guys are still stuck.
Y'all got places y'all can't even go in your own country.
Because we're
so don't even sit up there and act like y'all all of that.
Okay, so can I ask Zama a question? Again, Zama, yes. I'm going to ask you the identical question I asked you from the beginning. It is is it so hard to believe that people could just be celebrating a parade that was passed down to them over 100 years? Do you think that they are actually have South Africa on their mind and they're donating all the proceeds that they raised from that parade to
Zulus. We know that they have the Zulus on their mind.
Well, you know that some of the organizers are South African. This is what's going to blow their mind.
When you say Zulus, you're trying to be funny. That's the condescending version, isn't it? Like ZOO, Zulu. That's why you said it like that.
Is it not called? Is it not called? Is it not called that?
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm just trying to make sure because I know that y'all got way of speaking about that. So I have to ask, like, y'all try to be condescending and try to be funny. Zama, I am gonna tell you, like, I enjoy the fact that you're lending a hand to this conversation, but sometimes you can be very condescending within this conversation. I have heard it.
Disrespectful, not even condescending.
What did you say? I was something winded. I'm still doing that.
Long-winded.
Yes, I'm still being long-winded.
Do you know what that even means? That means that you speak for a long time.
I'm being sarcastic. The sarcasm. It's sarcasm.
No, you're being disrespectful because you don't have a leg to stand on. All you can say
but you guys are speaking crap though. The thing is,
but you're speaking crap to me. So
you're speaking. We're paying you the same energy back. We're paying the same energy back. We're paying you the same energy back. Plain and simple.
But I can
own it. Because we're not playing with y'all.
But can you find it? Can you understand if an African country dresses up as slaves and have a parade about it and then say it's not about you? How will that make you feel?
I wouldn't be offended by that because I wasn't a slave. Our ancestors were. I was never a slave.
Exactly.
So why would I be offended?
But then that means
that would be just who you are. That would be who you are.
To top it off, y'all got a blackface parade in your country. Sorry. Y'all have a blackface parade in your own country, so don't even sit up there. Y'all are hypocrites. They sure do.
What?
I didn't know of it. I did not know of it. What is it called? Maybe I need to research on it.
Oh, look at you! That Zulu don't know about.
And Zulu.
That's the thing.
No, Zulu on his face. It's
if
still
I don't
happening in
know
your
about
country,
it,
even if it's the white people. Y'all ain't got nothing to say for that.
There
But
is
y'all
nothing
attacking
like
Black
that.
Americans.
that's the thing. You guys need to
Educate
educate
us.
yourselves, because whatever you guys are saying about the whites and the blacks is not even true. Do we have those
It's
individuals that
100%
are
true.
listen, hear me, listen. If we
You
do have,
okay? You've been talking for the longest.
we do
You
have
are literally
And you've been
saying white
interjecting. Let
folks.
her land the point.
No,
Let her
no,
land.
no,
yes,
because she won't be quiet because she can't learn
You be
because she got to keep
quiet.
running her mouth.
you can't be telling me about my can't be telling me about my
Double standard. If the white people start kicking you out, then uh,
We've been
what
here
is that?
longer than the white people.
I mean, they've been here too. So
They can't kick us out. We built
white
this
people
country.
found black people.
exactly.
What do you
They
We
mean?
can't
built
kick
it,
us
baby.
out. We're not immigrants to here.
We're
We're
also
the
not
only.
immigrants. So what do you mean?
We are the only black group of black people in America that don't have an immigrant experience. We do not have an immigrant experience.
Can I please say something and
Oh, please.
probably get some rest, please? I hope everyone is good.
We are good.
Yeah. I'm just gonna ask the host a few questions because I came across one of her videos talking about South Africans making threats about unaliving and grape. So I just wanna get clarity on that, because grape and unaliving is quite a sensitive issue in our country. So I don't think we would actually make fun about that or actually make
But they
threats.
have.
So
But they have.
oh,
They've made fun of it.
okay. And I also heard you mentioning the farm unalivings. Where do you get the stats for that?
You mind repeating that? What did you say?
You mentioned that farmers earlier on our live earlier that there's farm unalivings. A lot of farmers are being unalived. Where do
I
you
don't
get
know
the
what you're
stats for
saying.
that?
Farm unalivings?
Yes.
What is a farm
Farmers,
unaliving?
white farmers.
Oh, you're talking about in South Africa.
Where do you
Okay,
get the stats for that? Is it
so
Twitter?
first, hold on. So what I said is I said that in South Africa, you guys don't have any type of control over your own land is exactly what I said. And I said the equivalent of what is happening here in America as far as police brutality is the equivalent of what is happening over in South Africa with your guys' equivocal saying that police don't intervene at all. And also on top of that, the ability for so many of you guys to poke fun at assault. Right? So it has become so normalized that some people have even come into the comments section. That's why you guys are saying like, oh, I hope somebody can unalive, and you're putting the gun thing in there as well. I've also seen, I don't know exactly what her name is, but I have actually posted her on my social media. It was a video to where she actually made a threat against a Black American doctor simply because he did not disagree with the Zulu parade. Some people have gone too far, and you guys think that it's funny that you don't have a police presence, right? That's how come so many colonizers can come onto that land and be so disrespectful, is because there is a lack of police presence, very much so clearly, so much in fact so you guys will come, heckle, disrespect, be poking fun at the fact that I found the statistical data of child marriages and things like that. You guys have made it a culture to laugh at insults, assaults, and heinous crimes against others. It's not funny. I don't find, and I have even come in and showed the video footage of some people that are laughing at the child assaults, and they're like, "But it's legal. It's not
But
legal.
who would laugh
It's not
at that?
right."
Who would
If you
laugh
go to
at
my
a
page,
7-year-old being raped? Please
ma'am,
make it make
go to my
sense.
page. Go to my page. I posted them on my page. They're all there. They're
Okay.
inside of the comments section, and I have posted that. So I'm glad that you asked that. If you would like to go ahead and see, it has become so normal for many to sit up there and think that it's funny to talk about child marriages and things like that. It's not funny. That's the one thing you're not going to get me to laugh at. That's not the one thing that I'm going to sit up there and let up on. I don't care if it's legal or not. It's immoral. It is absolutely against what should be considered when a child is even entering a relationship. A child is not mentally and physically developed to be able to partake in any type of act with an adult. So
okay, I'm not going to engage on that because I don't know where you get your stats from, especially about a child being in a relationship with an elder person.
I just told you, you can go to my page, because see, that is the very same attitude that you guys have. You guys always bring up information and then you want to disappear when I start bringing up the facts. When I posted that information,
but you can't, honestly, you can't compare what's happening in South Africa
on my page
with ChatGPT. That's not possible.
That's not even just on ChatGPT. That's your government. I gave you guys the information. Your own South African government has posted on the website what it is that is transpiring inside of South Africa. This is not ChatGPT, love. ChatGPT left a long time ago. This is your guys' own words. No one else is.
But you were using it earlier. You were using AI. I can't we were here. You
that
used
has
AI
nothing to do with the videos that I've posted, and it's actual facts. This is data. I posted that. So you're more than welcome to go ahead and scroll, even for the commenter that was trying to justify why it's legal and why it's okay for them to partake. I even ended up showing and highlighting
Who is partaking in South Africa?
Go look inside
South Africa. Are you saying that people there's elderly people who are dating young girls in South Africa? In South Africa, ma'am.
I sure am. Not only just dating, but marrying, love. That's what I said. They have legalized it. That's what I said. In South Africa.
Please someone search in the meantime, Zama. Please search on the side. Because I don't want to continue, Gandhi. We are, misleading each other. But I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, honestly.
How could you not know about what's taking place in South Africa? That's your country.
Ma'am, I genuinely
like that
I genuinely don't want to be.
So then why, hold on, if it's not happening, then why were so many laughing? Hold on, if it's not happening, why were so many laughing at it? Why was I able to catch a commenter that said
laughing
it's
at
legal?
What? Laughing at what?
They're laughing at the fact that I even mentioned child marriage. They're like, oh, should we stay on her mind all the time? But why is it that once I start finding out
no child marriages in South Africa?
I'm not gonna go back and forth with y'all. Y'all can argue with your own government. If you guys want to sit up there and be upset, you guys can go ahead and argue with your own government. And once my child is done with my laptop, I'll go ahead and bring in the source that I had as well. Because when I brought in my verifiable source from your guys' own government,
You lie.
That's not true.
I know you guys. You know the difference.
And,
you know the difference.
The fact that you're consuming,
the difference between Black Americans. The difference between Black Americans and South Africans. We'll have these hard-hitting discussions, no matter how harmful it is, and no matter how hard it is
we hear about the USA. And do you want us to believe everything that we hear about?
The difference between South Africans and Black Americans, we're willing to have these conversations no matter how much it may harm even our own
conversation.
Listen, no matter how much it'll go ahead and harm our very own people. It doesn't matter if it's blood. It doesn't matter if it's a friend. It doesn't matter if it's a teacher. We'll say exactly the thing that will make everyone uncomfortable while everyone else is ready to hide. You guys are taking information and you're weaponizing it. And there's a difference between Black Americans and everyone else across the diaspora. You guys run from
clearly there is. Clearly the difference is wide and big. I'm saying clearly the difference is big and wide. We can all tell.
It sure is.
I have something to say. I just got off the phone with somebody from that region in Louisiana. I just got off the phone with somebody from that region. She said that parade, and she didn't want to come online because I wanted her to come up and speak. She said that parade represents freedom. It represents them having something of their own. meaning their own parade. It is not to pay homage to South Africa, and it's not against South Africa.
Then why is it called
We've been saying that the whole time. They're not.
She said that she doesn't know why
is it called African Zulu?
It's been passed
Why
down.
is it called
She said
African
it's been
Zulu?
passed down for a long time.
It's called
Can I, can I
African
please say
Zulu?
something, guys?
I
is
was
it called
actually
African
talking,
Zulu?
Zama. I was actually talking. If you give me just a second, I'm just trying to relay to you what somebody said from that region that live in that area, born and raised in that area. She said it is not to pay homage to South Africans, and it's not to diss them as well. They just have it as a celebration of freedom, and it's been called the Zulu Parade for a long time. She said she'll have to go back and do research on why they named it Zulu, but it's just been something that's been passed down, and it's their culture, and it's not going anywhere.
Can I please say something, guys?
But it being done so many times in so many years doesn't make it right.
Right.
Do you
It
get
doesn't
it?
make
Do you
it
get
right.
that?
It doesn't
And
make it
referencing-
right.
What would make it
referencing
not right?
African
So what
Zulu.
about the parade you don't like?
African Zulu.
African Zulu.
Zulu.
Tell me why.
If it was if it was called another thing, we couldn't have been involved.
I'm asking you a question. I'm called an African American. You don't like me called African American? I can't use African
No, it's fine.
to
Can I
identify.
please say something, guys?
After you answer the question,
For
don't back down from my
misrepresenting.
question. Do you
No,
not
no,
What's
for
the
like
question?
to be called
misrepresenting.
African
For
American?
misrepresenting. For misrepresenting the
Am I
Zulu culture, the Zulu
misrepresenting
tribe,
Africa
the
by
Zulu
being called
language.
African American? I'm only asking, guys. I'm only asking.
What are you asking?
I'm asking you, is it a problem that I identify as African American?
No, you're African American.
It's not a problem.
Are you not
Okay,
You are not getting.
So I'm
You're
going to
not
ask you
getting what I'm
another
saying.
question. I'm asking you
Are you
another
not
question, one at a
American?
time. I'm asking you another question.
Are you not
Are you
American?
offended? Are you offended that I wasn't born in Africa, but I identify as African American?
Why should
No, we are
Why
not.
should we?
That is not a thing. If actually the parade represented the real Zulu and the attires and everything, we could actually be appreciating it. You know. We don't have a problem with that. The problem is the misrepresentation, and you guys are not really getting it.
I'm glad that you said that. Hold on just 1 second, because if we're misrepresenting Zulu, then you should also be upset because we're not representing Africa, not even in the least bit.
Exactly.
And this a thing. And this a thing. And this a thing. We want
Yo.
this a thing.
Then you
We share the same skin
They're
color.
not ready for that conversation.
That is something that we feel like we connect.
So do you and a whole lot of
Because
Hispanics,
a lot of people
but they're
who
not
are-
claiming you. So do you and a whole lot of Hispanics, but
Hypocrites.
they're not claiming you. And so does a whole lot of West Indies, and they don't claim you either.
We don't want
We
them
are
to
not
claim us.
claiming anyone. We are not claiming
Are we
anyone.
calling ourselves
What we
African
are
Americans
saying-
or
Can I please say
American
something,
Africans? We are
Gideon?
not. We are Africans.
Can I please
So
say
if you are the one calling yourself African American, we don't have a problem with that. Then why are you having a problem with everything?
No, that's you. That's exactly
can
what
I
we're trying
please
to tell you.
add,
You're the
guys?
one who has the issue, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Girl, they up
Can I
here
please
with
add
me being
something, guys?
obtuse.
So I think also just to go back a bit earlier, apparently we stole American culture because we use makeup, weaves, and all those things. Those things are not American. And Black Americans had an issue with white people having braids. And braids are not American, to be fair with you. And what I wanted to say was that culture is more like an identity. So do you want other people in the world to identify the Zulu tribe as it is portrayed in
Exactly.
the New Orleans? You know,
You know
answer
what I
this.
would like? You know what I
Let
would
me
like?
answer this.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but the braids part, the piece that you're missing, the reason some of us have an issue with white people is because they take that and then they get notoriety and they get fame imitating us. They get jobs because they're doing that.
Parade,
And you get fired for the
same thing they're doing with that Zulu parade.
But
the
we're
Zulu
not.
parade is imitating us here in South Africa.
New Orleans is the people you want to talk to, not the entire Black American community.
Where
Why
is the
can't
New
y'all
Orleans?
get
It's
that?
not in America.
Hold on. You
It's
guys
not in
misrepresent
America.
the pressing comb all the time. The pressing comb was
It's
from
not in
Madam C.J.
America, my
Walker.
sister.
Y'all don't do well with the pressing comb at all. And we don't say nothing. We don't, we
No, I'm
accept what y'all
asking,
have.
where's the New Orleans? Is it not in America?
Did you hear what I just said? I said you guys do a horrible job at using the hot comb, which was not invented by your culture, but was not invented by your people. We don't.
We did
like
not
it, and you
claim
still
it.
do
We did not claim it and say it's ours.
You use it is the whole
You know
point.
what?
That's what
you
I
don't
said.
understand
That
how
is
America
not our
works. That's
car.
why you think we're all
Explain.
responsible.
We don't
That's why
claim
you
nothing.
think
We
we're all
don't claim shit.
responsible. That's why you think we're all responsible, because you think because
We
New
look,
Orleans is
where
in
is the New
Louisiana,
Orleans?
in the
Where is
United
it?
States. It's in a state.
Yeah.
It's in Louisiana of 50
Yeah.
states. Each state has its own laws,
Then
own
you could have
culture.
It's not in
So you
America,
need
my
to have
sister.
beef with New Orleans is
come here
Conceptual
and-
understanding is beyond
and
you guys. Like,
reprimand.
conceptual understanding
And
is beyond you guys.
y'all are being
And that's
obtuse on
intimidating.
purpose.
Yup, on purpose. Because you guys hear the concepts of where we're going with this. We know for a fact that the hot comb did not come nowhere near from Africa, but you guys misuse it all the time. We know
misuse
that for
it, but it's not our culture, guys. Kanto, what is culture? Can we please just check for the
culture.
for the
Hold on.
explanation of
If
culture?
it's not your culture, if it's not your culture, then you should be so comfortable with what other people wear that is similar to what you have on. You should be so
Exactly.
comfortable because you can do the
Exactly.
same thing.
Y'all are
please
hypocrites.
explain?
Y'all are hypocrites.
Man.
Okay,
No, you
it's
come on.
fine.
Like-
Hypocrites, what? We are
Okay.
fine. But
Okay, can I come in for
You are hypocrites.
culture,
You are
it's
100%
fine.
hypocrites.
It's fine. We
No,
know.
it's not fine, because you
We
don't know
know.
nothing about how
But
our
listen,
government works,
ma'am,
but you're telling us
please.
that we're all responsible for one state out of 50 states.
But where
with
is
thousands
it?
of cities.
Then you
Then
could
why
have
are you
stand
here
and say
defending
New Orleans
yourself, though?
Okay, so why are we responsible
misrepresenting
for
and
the
we should
entire
stop.
state of
Then why are you here
place in
defending?
Orleans?
Can I?
If you feel like
Why
it
are
doesn't
we all
affect you,
responsible?
then why just
Why
keep
are we
quiet?
all
Then why are you
responsible?
I'm not
defending?
speaking to you though.
Guys,
Why
we
are
can't
we
hear you
all
now.
responsible?
Then we were
Answer
not
that
speaking to you.
question.
Why did you
are all
involve
Black
yourself
Americans
then?
responsible for
If
the
at
Zulu
all,
parade?
then you could have
Why
let
are all
the
Black
New Orleans
Americans
people to
responsible for the Zulu
respond.
parade?
Zama.
Answer the question.
Then you could have let
Answer
the
the
New Orleans
question.
people
Stop
to come here
deflecting
and
and answer the
respond.
question.
We were not talking
Stop
to you. We were
deflecting
talking
and answer
to
the
those people
question.
who are
Which
misrepresenting the culture.
question?
Which
Answer
question
the
is that?
question.
Which
The
question?
question is why are the entirety of Black America responsible for the city of New Orleans?
No,
But
you
most
are
of us
making
didn't even
yourself
know that parade
responsible by
existed
being here and
until somebody
defending
got
them.
on Twitter and said
Exactly.
something
You
about
guys
it.
You
were
are
the
here
one.
defending them. You are taking
Exactly.
the
We're not
responsibility
defending
them.
them.
It's
Where
far
are the
from
New
you.
Orleans
We're not
people?
Then
defending
why
them.
why are you here defending?
Why
Why are you
are they
here?
not
Why are you here
touching
talking
you?
about
We're not
about it?
defending
You
them.
could have
Why
let
are you
the
here?
people from New Orleans to come
Why
and
are you
defend or
touched?
come and say something.
Why are you
Okay,
here?
Why are
Zama,
you
can I
here?
come
Why are
Because
you
your
here
mama's
defending?
here. That's why I'm here. Next question.
I want to say
Oh,
something to
honey,
Zama.
that did not land.
What did she say?
That did not land.
I want to
at
say
all.
something to Zama.
You
Yes,
didn't.
close your eyes.
Zama, I've talked to you the longest, so I'm going to literally talk to you. I want to be candid with you. I
Okay.
can understand why the name would bother you. But if you would go to the parade and see the parade, you'll be like, hell no, this is not our culture. I don't think you will be offended if you actually go to the parade. I can understand the name because when I go to a restaurant and they cook traditional Southern food, I'm like, who the hell cooked this? I know it's not a Black person. When I go to a white restaurant and they're making collard greens, I know that they're white that's making the collard greens because it's not traditionally the way that we make them. So I do want, and they still call them collard greens. So I get why the name itself would irritate you. But I promise you, if you went to the parade, you'll understand that it's not about you and it's more French influence than it is African.
Then they must
The
just change the name.
That's the thing.
Yeah, and that's what makes New Orleans
And
unique.
move on.
It's the French influence.
Trophy wife, listen.
Yeah.
They use the Zulu name. And then on top of that, as I said, if you look at the pictures, you will see our pictures of our Zulu men, what they're wearing, and what the New Orleans people are wearing. So what we're saying is it's either they change the name or they change maybe what they're wearing, because now it seems as if they are mimicking us or trying to represent the Zulu nation, but then they're just getting it totally wrong. So something needs to change. And with us speaking of this, we, even if we can say Americans, maybe yes, we're wrong in just tying everyone with one belt. But if you guys say South Africans are this, South Africans are that, and I know that, man, this does not involve me, I'll keep quiet because I'm just like, man, they're just generalizing. So if you are in another state and you know exactly that this does not affect me, why are we even here? Why are we all fighting? The thing is, I'm here, I'm Zulu, and this is why I'll speak on this. You are there, you're from Texas. You don't need to.
She's from Texas and told you to reach out to the organizer. She's literally giving you an out so you don't have to be frustrated. Like, okay. I don't know why.
And I hear that, and she's totally right in saying that. But now, as we are here, this conversation has become a thing of if you guys had said, guys, we hear what you're saying, I really don't think it's about you, but maybe just reach out to the organization and try to find out.
Mama, that's what I just did like 5, 6, 7 times.
Listen. That's not what you were saying. You were defending them, and now you guys are spewing a whole lot of things.
I wasn't.
Are you serious?
No way.
You can't be serious.
You guys were also insulting us. That wasn't a thing, because right now you're saying that you understand.
You were definitely insulting. You know what? I like nice. I don't like that.
You're trolling all of our pages. We're not doing that.
Can I
Y'all
speak?
are trolling all of our pages. Leaving comments on all our accounts.
You are saying that you understand where we are possibly where we have a problem.
So when are y'all gonna own up?
Now,
so when are y'all gonna own up?
What is the ownership?
I'm not speaking to you.
You don't know what the ownership is? No.
I'm asking, what are we owning up to?
Tell you. I'm going to tell you.
What are we owning up to?
Talking. What you need to own up to is that it was wrong to attack all of us.
Right now,
it was wrong to attack all of us.
They did. You guys are being very flooding the comments and stuff.
You are saying that we understand. And I'm glad that you understand where this comes from. And maybe you're all right. Maybe if we had to go to the festival, or the parade, maybe we'd also have a different perspective. But at the moment, what we're seeing from the outside and the fact that they're using our tribe's name,
we get that. We get that. But what you're not understanding is that y'all on a mass attack of every Black American on TikTok.
You guys are. It's crazy.
It's not all of us.
And it's very.
That is why we are so angry. Those of us who are not even from Louisiana.
It's not even trying to gain understanding. Like, I have been called so many different names.
Us we need somebody to be
said called me the team is green.
Y'all got y'all foot on that. Y'all saying all of that. So don't sit up here and try to play victim when y'all out here on a mass campaign to attack us.
Yeah, my boyfriend is family. His father and mother is from Louisiana. He looked at the parade and he said the parade is a mixture of multicultures. He said that it's more French influence than anything. Louisiana is a different state than all of the United States, and it's so unique. Southern Louisiana, not northern. He said just Southern Louisiana is unique versus NorthernLouisiana, and it's more French influence than anything.
So the Zulu people in France, what are you saying?
No. The name is Zulu. The name is Zulu Parade. We get that part, but when you look at the parade, you got to look at it. Whenever you get a chance, search Zulu Parade and kind of look at it like 3, 4, 5 minutes. You can see a multitude of cultures. You can see a lot in the parade. And I promise you, you're going to be like, this is definitely not us.
There is no problem.
Yeah, we just have that it's not us. We get that it's not us. But what is the Zulu tribe doing there? And guys, I just
that is the only problem that we have.
Can I please ask something?
So take it out with the Zulu parade honors.
What's with the ma'am? Can I speak?
No, you've been talking this whole entire time. You've already said that point. We're just
Sorry?
asking, why are you
What
attacking all of
point?
us when
Ma'am,
we're
calm
not
down. What
Louisianians?
point? What point?
But you are the one who
point?
involved yourself.
I
What
involve
We were
myself because you're
talking
on my
point?
gently.
page. You're
And
on
where are
my
you
This a
from?
page.
You're
thing.
not even from
This
You're
a
on
thing.
my
Zimbabwe.
This a
page
thing.
being
We
anti-black.
don't.
Not on your page.
You are on my page being anti-black, so I'm in it now. Get over
No,
it. You
there's
should have
Anti-black,
kept
we
your
know
a
fucking
lot of
mouth
you
shut.
guys.
What
Like
are
you
we? Are
guys
we
have
being?
definitely come and flooded the comment section. You guys are inside of inboxes, and I don't
Thank you.
understand.
No, why would we do that?
Guys, can I please
Are
say
you
Stop
trying to
something? The
tell
playing.
me
reason
that?
Stop
why
Hold on,
playing.
people
just
are
one
on
Stop
your
playing.
second.
comments is
Yeah,
because
we.
you
Please,
Because
contribute
We.
to
the
the
receipts are
sentiment.
there. The receipts are
you're
there. You
telling
can go
me
to
that it's
anybody
not
play
you. Are you
page and
telling me
look.
that I'm gaslighting? That I'm not. That none of
The
this
thing
happened.
is, you were
Y'all
the
are some
people.
No, some
liars.
of it are
Y'all
true,
have no
and probably
integrity.
most of it are
None
true, and
Who
whatsoever.
said
probably the
we're
entire thing is,
liars?
and
They've
it's
been
fine
Y'all are
cussing
because
me out
liars.
for hours. They've been cussing me
you
out
are
and playing
dragging
my
you are dragging
Exactly.
flowers.
some people.
They
But the
attacked
thing
us
is,
for some
you
shit
don't
we ain't
Somebody
had nothing
called
to
me
do
the
with.
Timu Jill
meaning that
Scott.
you were the
Somebody
one
sat
that
up there
Thank
and
started
you.
You
called me
this.
see,
that.
now
A
you're
lot of you guys
Thank
came
insulting
in
you.
my
us.
comment section. Hold on just one second. A lot of y'all came inside my comment section and it was unprovoked, had nothing to do with the video, and called me the Timu Jill Scott. Y'all definitely like to sit up there and clown around.
Exactly.
Is somebody laughing? I am so serious right now. Like the jokes
And
that you
that's the
guys have
point.
made.
They want us to take them seriously about how they feel, but they sit up here playing in our faces. And then they're wondering why
Listen,
they're getting paid dust and nobody gives a fuck
just
about your
started.
feelings now.
So
Nobody
people
No,
gives a
I
just
fuck
think
started
they're
about your
wrong for
saying,
calling
feelings.
you
The
that. They're
parade is
very
not going to
wrong.
go away in the discussion. Y'all
yes,
gonna have to
okay.
get over that
It's
shit because
what?
it's not going
Why
to
are you
change.
mad? Why are you
I'm not
mad?
mad.
Why
I
are
just
you
cuss.
mad?
I
Why
just
are you
Why are
Because
you
you know
mad?
why
cussing?
South
Why are you
Africans
fighting?
Why are you
y'all play
mad?
a lot. Y'all play a
Yeah.
lot, and even when we're sitting up there like being serious and we're mentioning something that's actually of significance, y'all play a lot, bro. And I do
Can I
play
Thank
a
say
lot.
you.
And
something
I'm
on
like,
that?
wait a
Thank you.
minute.
Y'all are the
Can I say
biggest
something?
hypocrites. Y'all put it out, but y'all can't
Listen,
take it.
um,
What are
We are
we? What are
taking
we
everything.
dishing out? What are
We
we
are
listen.
not
dishing
dishing
out,
nothing.
man?
Oh,
Can
you
I
are.
tell you
Okay,
Yes, you are.
something?
the
Yes, you
entire,
are.
the
If
entire,
You
you're going to
the
take
100%
entire
South
are.
Africa
problem.
seriously,
You
you're going to
100%
have a
are. Go to
problem.
any Black American page and look. Y'all are all over there with the George
So
Floyd
can I
references,
please
the
ask?
rape references. Y'all are all over there, and y'all think it's funny, like it's hurting us.
And
It's
look
not
at how
hurting us,
y'all be comfortable. Yup, y'all be comfortable to put the gun emoji down there inside the
right?
comment section too.
Exactly.
Y'all do all that.
Y'all throwing rocks and hiding y'all hands. That's exactly what y'all doing, and now you want sympathy
We are not
from
hiding
us
nothing.
to
We are
change the
just putting
parade.
it out there.
Listen, guys,
And we're
what
not
Y'all
I'm
are
saying
trying to
it's
say
right.
liars.
is,
And we're
You're
not saying it's
liars.
right. And we're
You're
not saying it's
liars.
right.
You're
I'm not
liars. Until
justifying the
you tell
people.
your own people to
We,
leave us the fuck alone, it's gonna stay the way it is. But you
Don't be
can't attack
angry,
then
us
leave
and
us
then
the fuck
expect us
alone
to
and that's
guys.
change.
it.
You can't
Don't be
attack us and then
angry.
expect us to change.
Don't be angry at
You're not
us.
gonna get your way. Plain and
But
simple.
Listen,
but
I'm
it's a
not
thing.
angry.
But it's a thing.
I'm
See what I'm
loud.
saying?
You
It's so
dragged it in the first place. We were just
Say
chilling.
what?
We didn't know we were just
So
chilling in
was
Africa. We were just
I.
chilling and
I'm not.
nothing.
I'm
Y'all were
not New
never chilling.
Orleans.
Y'all were
I know
never
nothing
chilling.
about
You
the
guys have
parade.
always, it's always been a game. Y'all finally
It's
got the
because
attention. Like
it's because of the
y'all
reference
kept
of
on
the
poking and
African
you
Zulu, and
kept
that's
on
why we are
poking
elated about
until
it.
So
somebody
that mean
finally
attack
caught wind.
everybody? So that meant attack
Yeah,
everybody?
yeah, because you are representing the
No.
whole tribe, the
No.
whole
See,
nation,
that's
the
ignorance.
entire
That's
culture.
pure ignorance.
Exactly.
That is pure ignorance. You didn't take the time to find out who the actual problem was, but instead you decided to jump on all of us. And now all of us are jumping
the
back on you,
the
and now you
And
acting
you
like
are
neosurface.
you're being
jumping right
hurt.
back. So
You're
you're just
ignorant.
giving us the same
You
amount of
can't have
pushback.
it
So
one.
why are
You
you
can't have it both
complaining?
ways. You can't
No,
have it
but
both
you are giving us
ways.
the same amount of pushback. We were not talking about you. We were just talking about
I
the parade
think
in
Okay, so why were
New
they in my
Orleans.
comments? Why were they in
Guys,
my
this is not.
comments?
Then why are you here? And that's
We
the
are
thing.
not
Then
I'm
why are
in
you
your
here because
here?
y'all
If
were
you
comments.
in
don't
my
want people to jump in your
comments.
comment and you don't
Listen,
want people
I'm
to
here
jump in your
because you were in
inbox,
my comments. Plain and simple. You brought
okay.
me here.
well,
You
you
brought me
came
here.
here
So
first.
say welcome because I'm here to stay. You brought me here. If
welcome,
you didn't want me to
welcome,
be in
Then
it, you
Zulu
should have
welcome,
left
people,
me
welcome.
out of
Get
welcome,
it.
dragged and be quiet.
welcome.
Get
I'm not
dragged
gonna
and
be
be quiet
quiet.
and sit
I'm
down.
not gonna be
Yes,
quiet. I'm not gonna
and
be
get
Okay,
dragged
I
quiet. This is
slowly.
think
America, baby. We don't have to shut up for nobody. You're gonna
Listen.
learn
And
that
this is
about us.
we
Look at
don't
the
care. We don't
Look at
care
the
about
God
that.
emojis in the chat. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Look at the God
Why are you
emojis in the chat.
mad?
And it
Right?
says that
Wait, it's not about you. As you say, it's not referencing you.
Yeah.
Then why are you mad if it's not referencing
in
you?
existence. The most hateful black people in existence. That is exactly what y'all are. The most hateful black people in existence. We welcome you when you come to our country. You only get to come to this country for the rights we fought for. And y'all get over here and turn up y'all noses at us.
Cry. You sound like
Why are you crying? Why are you mad?
Don't cry.
Mad because you're ignorant. That's why I'm mad.
We are
And you
so
don't see it.
sorry.
Y'all act like white people. Y'all act just like white people.
Neo,
Y'all are the white people of black people.
Neo.
Attacking all of us.
Okay, can we
For
speak a bit?
the crime of a few, you attack the whole entire group of people, an entire nation. That's why we're
what the
saying what
issue
we're
is?
saying.
The
That's why
issue
we're
is
saying what
that
we're saying.
most of
You
the
don't get to
people
control
that
the
were being
narrative here.
attacked,
You don't get to
most
control
of
the
the
narrative here.
people.
I am talking. I was on mute for a long
No,
minute.
but we are
I'm
also talking, ma'am.
No,
It's not a monologue. You're
But you've been talking the
no.
entire time.
We are
No,
also
I haven't been
talking. It's
talking the
not a
entire time.
monologue.
But you're gonna hear me right now because we're sick of y'all Karen. Y'all are black Karens. That's
Who are you
exactly what
sick
y'all
of?
are.
Who are you sick of? You see,
Are
you're
there any
I'm
generalizing.
talking about you,
But when we are
you, Zama, you
generalizing,
Gideon Mania. I'm talking about all of y'all in the comments. All of y'all.
Where are the elders at? And why is it that the
Exactly.
young
Where
people
are
are
y'all
running
elders at?
rampant? Like, you guys sit up there and say some of the
Y'all are
most
trash
disrespectful
people.
stuff. I don't get it. Why you guys feel so comfortable. And then you're like, why are you crying? Don't sit up there and say that. You guys look just like us. You come to our country.
Exactly.
You get to enjoy the labor. As much as you guys don't like it, 124,000 of you guys are here in America. And it's not white South Africans. They're South African South
that's
Africans.
not a
Please do not-
problem. That's a good thing.
No, it is a problem.
Agent,
You're
it's a
enjoying-
very good
you
thing.
guys enjoy
It's a good thing.
the benefits and of the labor of our ancestors. It's an extreme problem. Do you
But are there
understand?
not Americans
And then
here
you
in
come
South
and be
Africa?
But you can't
So
start
they're not
something and then cry
ancestors.
victim.
You're
But
You know, you
anti-black.
just can't start something and then cry victim.
Ours.
You're anti-black and it's showing. It's 100% showing. Y'all are anti-black. And y'all ain't gonna never lay this shit down. Period.
But how are black people anti-black, guys? Maybe I'm not that educated. Please
You're not that
explain.
educated because you can't see that you're using
Yeah,
white
like
people talking points, MAGA talking
what?
points. We need to be great. We need to die. We need to face a genocide.
No, listen.
We live in huts.
Yeah, my
We
That's what
sister,
understand
y'all
my
that
have been
sister,
saying in our comment
that we
section.
are highly
That's what you're
emotional right
saying in
now.
our comment
That we've
section.
vented for so long. Can you please also give us a chance to speak?
No,
I told you it's not a monologue.
because y'all are talking BS.
Listen.
If you admit to the fact that your people are wrong for attacking all of us,
Then
be
hear
quiet.
us. Hear
Listen
us.
to us.
Because we're
Listen
trying
to
to
us.
speak. Hear us because we're trying to speak.
Hey,
Okay,
it's not
well,
a
say something
monologue.
that's worth being listening to.
I
Because
don't
right now,
agree.
y'all ain't saying nothing.
Listen, I don't
Hey, so I'm
agree
going to go ahead and
with
go on
anyone
mute,
being
Look,
and I'm going to
attacked.
listen to
You're
you,
not going to
whatever you
hear
want to
us
talk.
because you're just blabbing. Listen, we understand why you
I'm
are
sorry, I'm just
indignant.
blabbing. Well, then that's
Yes,
the case. Y'all are just blabbing
yes,
too because us black
yes.
Americans don't give a fuck about
you
the
see,
Zulus.
y'all. You like
Listen,
saying y'all. You
the
like
thing
saying
is,
y'all
we are
all the
trying
time,
to get
y'all.
we're
But
trying
you
Why are
to
you
get
attacked all of
generalizing?
us.
across.
You
We're trying to
attacked
Why are
all
you
of us.
generalizing?
we're
I'm
trying to
not
get a point across.
generalizing.
What are you doing
I
right
can
now when you
text you
say
proof.
y'all?
Listen,
One
listen.
person is
So
saying that
go
you're
ahead and
blabbing.
explain why what you're doing is okay to us. Go ahead and explain that.
No, what I'm
Listen.
saying is that one person right now is saying that you're blabbing, and then you're like y'all. What's with the y'all? Can't you
That
just face
means
one person who has a
since you don't
problem?
know what a conjunction is. I'm talking about
Hey,
all
school
of
me,
y'all,
ma'am. School
all
me.
Africans,
Since English is
all
from
of y'all,
America,
all
school
South
me.
Africans. That's what it meant.
You what?
It meant all South Africans. That's what it meant.
What about all South Africans?
You asked me what y'all is. Y'all is all
Well,
South
then
Africans.
why does how does that make it right?
ma'am.
How does that make it right if you're saying all South Africans and when we attack all Black Americans it becomes wrong? Then
Exactly.
what gives you the
I'm
right
not
to make
saying
it
that it's right.
to justify
Did I say it was
your
right?
South Africa
Did I say it was
and
right?
then we are
I'm
Then why are
paying
you
you the
saying
exact
it?
same shit
If
y'all
it's
been
wrong,
giving
it's
us.
wrong.
we're trying to
Then don't act high and mighty.
don't
And when
swear.
someone is
I'm not
dragging you,
acting
you
high
start
and mighty.
crying.
I'm just treating you how
You
you
don't
treat
get to do
us.
that.
I'm treating you how you
If you
treat
are mighty,
us.
if you are high and all that, then be high and all that.
let
Then and
us
stop
I'm
crying.
treating you how you treat us.
And
let us
now
And
you are
still in
not.
all of
It's
that,
reciprocation.
nobody still was hoping that you guys would have lost land.
let
Nobody still said any of that. You guys
listen
have came
let
so sideways at
agent
Americans, it's crazy.
agent agent can I say something? The people that are saying the horrible things to you guys, it's not right, and it's not every South
Zama, you're one
African
of
that
them.
has
Like
listen
what?
Exactly.
Zama, you can be insulting
no
yourself,
no
and
no 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 no
I've
no
been shocked by
but
you.
but I never said that the horrible things that are happening in your country are right. I've never gone to anyone's comment section and said anything horrible. And the fact that people are actually saying the things that they're saying and you guys had nothing to do with that, as you're saying that it was a totally different video and they started saying things, it's not right. So that's what I've been trying to say. And I understand that you're highly emotional because it's something that is hurting and they've said horrible things. It's not right.
Zama, the hurtful thing about it is that you guys look just like us. You don't understand the gaps that we've tried to bridge with Africa. For years, we were sending money. Please understand, Zama, this has been going on for years upon years, to where if Africa was ever in need, per your guys' own media, and even you guys standing side by side by white Americans, we have always been okay. Look at Oprah. Hold on. Look at Oprah and other people that tried to help to give water or to help build schools. We try to partake in African culture for so long. So imagine our surprise when we wake up one day for you guys to be so disrespectful, to be so hurtful. No matter how much we've invested into you guys, it has been absolutely so disrespectful. No, I don't need no water. My mouth is overwatering.
And this is why they have no legs to stand on with Black Americans anymore. Plain and simple.
No,
What do you mean?
no, that's the thing.
if you're
You right now.
Where do you put it like we depend on y'all?
That's not. I did not say that.
I didn't say that.
You
Hold
are
on,
putting it like we don't have a leg to stand on
Just one second.
with Black Americans.
No. I want you guys to take into consideration how many times have you guys came over here to America to build for Black Americans? How many times? A school, anything. It has not happened. You guys are comfortable with the fact that you don't give back to Black Americans, but we have constantly come to Africa because you guys ask. Even Akon, whatever, whoever will make the request that we come over to Africa, and even Americans will make the request that we come over to Africa to help out. And imagine our surprise that we get shitted on every single time. What is this? And where did it come from? And why couldn't we have known that before? This is aside from the trade deals. This is aside from the government exchanges that happen between our countries. These are real life people getting involved, and they're actually partaking and liking and trying to build up Africa. Why can't you give that same in return? And why haven't you?
Let me give you a solution.
Like, when did we get there? Because I'm trying to understand the conversation now.
Answer her question. Don't change the topic. Answer her question.
Listen, this conversation is stemming from the fact that people are saying horrible things in the comment section. I have a solution, because this thing, you thinking that it's happening only in America because that's where the fight is right now, but also certain South Africans face the same backlash and the same kind of comments from other South Africans. So if you feel as if there's something that you don't like, please just block that person, because right now we're having this conversation.
It's too many of them, Zama. They're coming by the thousands. There is too many of you guys. What are you talking about?
Y'all are asking us to turn the other cheek. Y'all are asking us to turn the other cheek, and it ain't gonna happen.
Then attack those people. If you want to attack, then attack those people.
Zama, but why is it that you guys have yet to answer? Hold on, there is a culture that is happening in an exchange that's happening between Black Africans and South Africans. That the fact, Black Americans and South Africans. The thing that's happening right now between you guys is the fact that you cannot name one time where you guys came over here to build a school. If anything, you guys profit
because
off
we
of
don't
our
intend to.
But how are we helping a first world country, guys?
Let her repeat herself, please.
Your own people. You guys have your own people.
Let me let me say something. Let me
You guys have your own people. You guys are so rich, and that's what you guys always claim.
Yes,
so
and
why
that's
is it
why
that we
there is no problem.
Winfrey came here with one
in
school
Africa?
Oprah Winfrey only came here with one school. It doesn't mean that every
She's not the
American
only
person
one.
is coming here.
She's not the only
In
one.
South Africa,
She's not the only one that's giving back.
in
You
South Africa.
Come on,
In South
man.
Africa, man.
You guys are being
And this is the thing. This is the thing,
How about
agent.
the
This is the
fact that
thing,
you guys
agent.
can come here and get our scholarships? How about the fact that you guys get to come and live comfortably? You guys thrive off of the backs of our ancestors and even from modern day Black Americans, and you guys stay quiet about that part. But when we acknowledge
South Africa doesn't have Americans here.
South Africa
don't have
has
Americans
never
here.
given back to Black Americans.
But do you know how much
Ever.
plunder?
Do you not have
You know how
Americans
much
here?
plunder? No. But do you know how much plunder and resources comes from Africa to come and build your nations so that you guys can benefit?
The diamonds, the gold.
Do you know how much resources come from Africa so that you Americans can benefit? And do you know how much backward
we spend money on, that we buy, not gifted, that we buy.
You buy. Have you been to Africa? You buy? Do you know how much of resources that comes from Africa to build your country that you sit there and enjoy from our resources? Do you have that idea? And then you sit there and cry.
Yeah, we purchased them. You
purchased where?
Us giving you donations.
Really?
It's not.
And
you're talking apple to
that
oranges.
is commensurate to the amount of resources that comes from Africa.
We pay for it. Y'all don't give it to us for free. Yes, we do.
I just need to.
You come here and plunder and topple governments and do all that so that you can
go there and money. We buy it.
Are you
We're
serious?
talking about how we give stuff to y'all, how we donate. That's what she was talking about.
If that is what you're talking about, then go full circle and say if Africa is helped to develop and really develop their own resources, you will want to come actually here and live as Black people where
honestly,
you guys are free.
I don't ever want to go back there because y'all just showed me y'all.
I don't care. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you specifically because there are a lot of Black Americans who are fleeing to Africa. Actually, there are a lot of people who are coming to have livelihood in Africa. So I'm not talking about you. If you don't want, we don't care. We have enough.
Can I say something?
We have enough Black in Africa as it is.
Okay, Trophy Wife has been a bit quiet. Can we please allow her to say something?
I wanted to say something. So the whole time we've been having this argument and this debate, I've done my own research. I did not understand why African Americans, all African Americans, were being drugged so hard on social media. Why they were attacked, death threats. This conversation been going back and forth, right? Mm-hmm. The first time in my life hearing about the Zulu parade was on TikTok. So I spent a little time listening to you guys and researching. And I think a lot of African Americans did not research. They do not understand what it stood for. They don't understand how long it's been going on. And they have not protested in the right way. You have a right to protest the name. And how you protest the name is not by sending all African Americans death threats or talking about slavery or our ancestors. How you protest something is saying, I don't like something. And I believe that if enough of you say that you don't like something, the organizers will look into it. But when you understand what it was about and what it stands for, you would kind of be like, oh, okay, I get it now. But I think that you guys as a culture are accustomed to fighting on the internet. Anything you don't like, you don't properly educate yourself either. I didn't properly educate myself and y'all didn't either. Because I didn't know 100% what it stood for, just like y'all didn't. I literally have been spending the last hour researching this parade. And not only does it have African influences or caricatures that are probably offensive to a lot of African Americans, because when I looked up a lot of comments, a lot of African Americans were offended. I bet you guys didn't notice that either. I bet you didn't notice that.
One of them.
No, we did.
I did.
Did you notice that African Americans was offended by the Zulu parade as well?
We did.
Yes.
So exactly. So that goes to tell you that you should not attack a whole ethnic group because you don't like something. How you protest something? Wait. How you protest something? You definitely say you don't like it. We don't have to force you to like something that you don't like. But how you protest something is not by sending us death threats, if that makes sense.
We hear you.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know about death threats, but I genuinely don't know about death threats. Anyways, how would we even unalive you all the way there in America, honestly?
No, you're missing the point.
Were
The point is not
one
you
y'all had the
unaliving
money
us.
in South Africa. You guys were claiming that you're South Africans. You have the money. You guys can do X, Y, Z. You guys were trying to find a way.
You
so please,
hold
on.
You said you are from hell, my dear. You said you are from hell.
Her name is. I'm telling you her name. Her name was Isobel. Was it? This woman she's actually known for doing spiritual work and spiritual practices and things of that nature. And she has a large following on this platform. She has over 25,000. And that was the one that was threatening the doctor, right? Like, you guys have to understand.
We have somebody from New Orleans in the comment section. Can you bring up Kwani Talks? Kwani Talks, are you willing to come up? He's actually from New Orleans. I would love to hear from somebody that
participate. You can be from a certain region and not participate in such a thing. So, did the person participate in that?
Where are they at?
They're in the comment section. He keeps adding me. He's actually from New Orleans.
Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to find him in the comments.
His name is Kwani Talks.
Here,
and,
because what brought me to this life was Agent saying that now she's from hell. You said you're from hell. You know, you live in hell. In fact,
When?
What does that have to do with anything?
No, ma'am. Please speak when there's facts, because right now
she said she lives in hell. That means she said she's willing to be petty. That's what that translates to. She's willing to be petty.
No, I'm just saying that when there's serious things you don't want to engage. Now that we are talking about hell, you want to engage.
Guys, it's going to
Oh my God, you're being willfully obtuse.
Okay, Zama, who was that saying that? You go on ahead and have a beautiful night, and thank you for your contribution.
Thank you.
I still don't see who you guys were trying to inform me about. I think my app is starting to crash. I've been on here for a while, guys.
Well, Agent, I followed you. This has been a great, interesting conversation, to say the least. But I don't understand why a group of people believe that. Okay, I think that you have the right to be offended by whatever you want. I mean, and some of the characters that when I looked at the clipping of the parade, I'm like, okay, that's weird. Okay, that's odd. And I see the African influence and things like that. But I don't think in my heart of hearts, and based on what I read in the history of the parade, they're not doing it to mock Africans or Zulu people. They, I see the picture of the King Zulu, the caricature of the King Zulu and things like that. But what was astonishing to me is how many African Americans were offended by it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? By the Zulu parade. So it's definitely not all of Louisiana or all of America. For this small.
Yes, but when we are offended, it's a problem for America. Why is it a problem?
No, it is not a problem. When you're sending us death threats is the problem.
Right.
Not that you being a
How would we
things are
analyze you when
escalating.
you are all the way there? How?
It doesn't
Please make
matter.
it
We
make
know you
sense.
can't come here, but you're
it doesn't
saying
make
it.
sense to you is
You're
because
saying it.
you're not willing to get it.
No, they get it. They just don't. They just don't
Now,
want to
now,
get
now,
it.
now
I think
it's not about us being mad. It's
death.
about the death threat. I mean, it's just giving right now gaslighting and nitpicking about and you know.
Victor said,
No.
Victor
You
said
don't
he
get to
wanted to
dismiss our
confirm.
feelings. You do not get to dismiss our feelings. When you want us to acknowledge yours, you do not get to miss ours.
I know.
Acknowledge it.
Better.
If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's wrong, it's wrong. Let us acknowledge the mistake. If it's wrong, it's wrong.
We
You
can't
know.
say it's wrong
How
or
do you
right because
say-
it's not
you
my
see- hold
culture
on.
to say it's wrong or right. But I don't like the way some of the caricatures look personally. But who am I to go tell the organization? I think it would be for the people that's offended by it to say,
Then
you know what?
if we are
don't
offended
like
by
this.
it and we are verbalizing it and we are saying it, then it becomes a problem.
Well, first and foremost, why would I protest on behalf of somebody that's cussing me out, calling me a slave? Does that make
Then
sense to
when
you?
we are protesting it, why is it becoming a problem?
You don't get
I
it.
just asked you a question and you're asking me a question.
You really don't
I'm
get it.
asking you a question. Why would I fight on behalf of you and you're sending me death threats? Does that make sense to you?
Okay, can I just say something, guys? I
No,
feel
let
like
him answer the question. Please let him answer the question.
we are
What?
confusing
Please answer the question.
we are confusing fashion with culture.
No,
There's
we're not.
culture, then there's fashion.
No, we're
Ma'am,
not.
There's no
Answer the
difference.
question.
No.
I am talking
I'm
to
glad
other
that you
people.
said that.
Nope.
The
Nope.
patterns. No, hold on.
Neo,
What you guys choose to wear
Can I
as
please
Zulu
finish?
people over
No, you
in
can't
South
finish
Africa
because
is
you
no
won't let him
different from
answer.
what we're talking about when we mention fashion. You're trying to downplay it just because it's not you making a point. So please don't do that. You know what you're
No,
doing.
you're representing the Zulu.
You didn't
These
answer
are
her
our
what are you
question.
points.
saying? Guys, what
Answer
are you
her
What
saying right
question.
now?
She asked
Answer Trump's wife's question.
Y'all play
My
a lot.
what question?
question is, why would I protest on behalf of you and you sending me death threats and calling what she call us zoo? She made the reference of a zoo animal.
But that
slavery.
speaks on your moral compass. If something is wrong, is wrong. If something is right, is right. Just
not
call out
speaking
the
on my
death
Don't
and then
deflect.
call out the
because I'm just
misrepresentation,
learning
and
about
that's it.
it.
You're
But it's
deflecting.
the way
Answer the question.
it's the way that you
I'm just
intentionally make sure
saying.
that you ignore. You intentionally get in or making sure that you ignore, and you never are apologetic. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's
I am
right or right,
apologetic.
you're
I am
never
apologetic. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem apologizing and being apologetic about it because if it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right.
It's what the parade itself is not wrong. I
And
think
that is not. I don't have a problem
some
with
of
the
the
parade.
caricatures,
No,
the meaning
I don't have.
of
I
why
don't have.
this.
I don't have
I
the
want you to
problem with the
understand
parade.
something. I want you to understand something. The parade itself and what it stands for is not wrong. The caricatures that some of them use in the parade, I don't particularly care for. Maybe the name should not be named that, but what it represents is not wrong. Let's be clear.
Okay, let us remove the
What
name
does it
pen and
represent?
everything will
Wait,
be fine.
Gideon, wait. What does it represent, ma'am?
According to what I researched, it represented they were the first group of people to be able to have their own parade in New Orleans. They
What
were not
the
able
Zulu?
to participate in white parades. So they created their own organization and created their own parade. That was their way of having something of their own.
I think there's a key point
Which is
that's
Zulu?
missing. I think there's a key point that's missing. The white people were using the Zulus before we were involved in it and allowed to have a parade. They were using the Zulus to mock black people, all black people. So when
Gotcha.
black Louisianans got their first chance to actually participate, they took the name Zulu and flipped it and tried to make it something positive. That's how we ended up using the Zulu thing, because it was originally used
The
as a
black face
caricature
is
that
not
white people.
positive. There's nothing positive about that
About
black
the
paint.
reference.
I didn't say
Yeah.
was.
There's nothing positive about
That
that
is their
black paint.
culture. I don't agree with the black face at
Culture.
all.
That was
I don't agree with the black face. Please let
there's
me
no
finish.
culture like that.
You are
Please let me
100%
finish.
correct. You are 100%
There's no
correct.
culture like that,
Thank you.
please.
Thank you. We get that. We understand that. I'm just telling you back then, 100 years ago, They thought it
But they're
was.
still doing it. Yes, 100 years ago they were
Doesn't
painting
make
their
it
faces
right.
None of
black.
us knew
And
about
even
it.
now they're still painting their faces
No problem.
black.
They
If the parade
are.
was called New
Where
Orleans,
is the
Do
we
you
one?
have
Hold on,
understand
Black
guys.
why
American
there's only
Parade.
one
What? Hold on,
parade?
And
just
that's
one
fine.
second. What is the organizer? What was that person from Louisiana's name again? Are they still here? I'm able to work the chat again. So how is it? What is their name? Trophy wife.
Yes, baby. Didn't somebody call me?
Yes, ma'am. I was wondering what was the person's name that was from New Orleans that wanted to join the chat. My chat is now working again, and I can approve people in again.
Okay. His name was Kwame Talks. Kwame, can you add me again and then request to come up? He's from New Orleans. What they did was for the South Africans that are in the chat that's spamming me, sending me messages and putting comments on my pictures, let me state it again. I'm going to reiterate it what the young lady just said. That was a way of them taking their power back. The white people used to mock us with Zulu. So what we did was we took Zulu and we took the power from them and built a whole parade around it.
By doing the same things that they were doing, you see that it doesn't make sense.
We're not disagreeing with
if
you
you
on
want us
that.
to understand, if you want us to understand what you guys felt about it, then understand what we feel about
I
it right
wasn't
now.
alive,
We do.
baby. I wasn't
We
alive.
do.
I'm just
Then-
telling
then
you
I
what
get-
they
But what
said.
I'm saying right now, is that fine. What they were doing it to mock black people or the Zulu people. But what I'm saying is that nothing has changed now because they are still doing things the same way, right?
No, you don't
They are still putting
understand.
black
They were
paint
No, they're
on their
not.
using Zulu
faces.
people to mock us, and we took Zulu from them and said, we will now take possession of this parade.
And now we are telling you, you
It's been
guys are
going on
using
for
Zulu.
109
In what
years.
way for you?
We feel like you're using the word Zulu African to mock the African. Then that is my
Exactly.
point.
That's a valid
It has
feeling. That
been
is a
in their
valid
culture
feeling.
for 100 years. They were mocking you. The white people were mocking you.
It
We
doesn't
took
make it
our
right.
power
It doesn't
back.
make it right.
We said it wasn't right. We said it wasn't right. All we're saying
Then
is,
what are you
why are
saying
y'all
right now
attacking
then?
all of us? Why are you attacking all of us for
What
the
I'm
sins
saying
of a
is that
few?
look, when something is happening in a certain area, let's take America for an instance. When something is happening there in one part of America, obviously there's instances where you are not going to name that part of America. But I feel like people that were being attacked were people who were saying that the parade is fine. Because a South African can't just
But
go to an
that's just
American's.
it. I was one of the people
Can
who
I
didn't
please
say
say
anything about the
something?
parade, and I got attacked.
Can I please say? Can I please
No, because I
talk?
need to speak on what you just said.
Don't say
This is a
no. Don't
dialogue
say
back and
no.
forth. This is a
Agent
dialogue back and
Jeremiah is
forth.
from New
You
Orleans
are
as
the
well. He
one.
requested to come up.
Hello, guys.
So I need to
Jeremiah
speak to
is
what you
from New
said.
Orleans.
Hello.
Hello.
I hear you.
Can I speak and please can you listen to me and try to understand what I'm trying to say, ne? And I'm not fluent in English, but I will try my best to talk and make you understand.
You will make me understand. Okay, sure. Why not? Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
make everybody understand.
Please do,
Okay.
because y'all think we stupid.
Hi, Bukel.
So on my own understanding, ne, the first time I heard about this thing, so-called Zulu parade or whatever it's called, ne, I saw it on a video. Someone stitched it, ne, from South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. And then he was talking that they are not portraying our culture in a right way. So some of the Americans, I don't know which part of states they were from, I don't know, but some of the Americans came to the comment section and this whole beef started there. As South African, we started to be bullying, as you are saying, we are, whatever you are saying, but that's where this whole situation started. You guys came to the comment section of that person who stitched the video of the Zulu parade.
And you see that it's one person.
All of us? You're saying all of us has something to say. Is that what you're saying?
What?
I'm asking a question. You're saying all of Black America came and made
I
comments
didn't say
about
all
that?
the. No,
She
I
never
didn't
said
say.
all.
I'm
She
just
never
I'm
said
trying to
all.
clarify. I'm just trying to
No, I
clarify.
didn't say you all. No, I didn't. I didn't say you all came to the comment section. I said specific group of people. I don't know which states, but they came to the comment section and attacked that person who stitched the video.
Okay, so let me just say that was wrong of them to attack. But what I'm saying is, in retaliation, y'all didn't differentiate or try to differentiate between the different
You're
cultures in
saying
America
y'all
and started.
again. What's with y'all, honestly? Why do you keep
Why are you
saying y'all?
interrupting
We
me?
hear from
Why are
Kwani.
you
Kwani came
interrupting
up.
me?
He's been trying to talk for a while. Can we listen to the person
Sorry?
from Louisiana?
Yeah, we
Kwani, can you
can.
come
Let him
off mute?
talk.
I'm here.
Yes. Can you enlighten us on and educate us on this particular parade and what it represents so we can all understand?
Okay, so from a person who attend this parade annually, it was
Okay.
never in no way, shape, or form to mark South Africans, make fun of anybody. It was just simply to celebrate Black culture of all continents.
Oh, wonderful.
The parade
And now,
started.
and now you
Hold on. The parade
Why the
started in
name? Why the
1909.
name Zulu? Why the name
Yeah,
But let
Zulu?
him
why the
finish.
Out of
Let
name
him finish.
all
And then we'll all
cultures.
ask some questions. Let him finish. He said
Yeah.
the parade started.
There's Igbo, there's Yoruba. You went for Zulu. Why Zulu?
Let him finish. Go
I
ahead,
was
sis.
going to get
Sorry.
there, man. So anyway, the true organizers who came up with the Zulu, I guess they went saw some skit or something about African and they got inspired to it. Now,
Eskit.
mind you, that there was parades such as Coleman's and Rakes. Coleman's and Rakes is a totally different parade organization. But Black people was not allowed to go to those parades. So they got inspired to make a parade. They called it the Tramps. Later down the line, it adopted the name Zulu. Zulu is a parade that been passed down from many generations of African Americans in New Orleans.
Hey, I'm not answered.
you said something about to represent the continent.
Okay.
What was the name of the parade that we were not allowed to go to? Coleman and what?
Coleman's and Rakes.
Coleman's and Rakes. Okay.
Rakes still parade, but Coleman's don't parade no longer because they passed a law about segregating parades.
Gotcha.
So, Kwati, if I may ask, is it Kwati or Kwati? What's your name?
Kwani.
Oh, Kwani. Okay, sorry to mispronounce your name. So, if I may ask, what continent they were representing?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
Which continent were they representing?
I'm only here to talk about the parade.
Okay, so with Coleman and Rakes parade, would they make fun of the African American culture? Did they have blackface in their parade? Did they have white folks dressed in blackface?
I wouldn't put it past them.
Okay, so
Hi.
We said shit. We gonna take it, and we gonna.
You said, Kwani, you said something about representing the continent. I just want to understand: were they representing the African
Black
continent?
people of everywhere. So
Even
Black
in
people
South
can have
Africa.
something of their own.
Then okay, this is my problem, because the Zulu people are having a problem with the name, and because it doesn't reflect on their culture, on their language, on whatever they represent.
So have you ever thought that it wasn't to be strictly about the Zulu? Have you ever thought that it was just paying tribute to all African or all inheritance?
But you see, it narrowed down to the Zulu people. That is the problem.
Then tell me
Because
what's the problem.
culture is
The problem
generally
is
something different.
Okay, and Zulu is
Culture,
Moana culture.
culture is something. Oh, okay. You can say
And traditional and
That
monumental, the
parade is
culture
Moana's
is
culture. Yeah, sure, y'all may,
what?
the Zulu kingdom have a whole kingdom and a whole cultural tradition. But in the United States, in New Orleans in particular, the Zulu parade is a culture amongst black people.
And that's the problem. Because it's the Zulu parade, the Zulu African. I don't think you have any
So you
part
referring to
the American, the New
a
Orleans part.
float that 9 times out of 10 we never gonna see again? Because I see that's where
No,
this problem had got started.
no, that is not the problem. The problem is the misrepresentation of the name and
someone is saying why not call it the Afro or the African parade, since it's
yes,
about
or
representing
Black
the whole
American parade or
African.
something.
Yes,
Let me
why
just ask
Zulu?
Or
Like,
black people.
I think
or black
Zulu
people's
was more
parade.
powerful. Shaka Zulu was
Yes.
a powerful warrior.
exactly,
so
but it's being
like
So
they
I think that is
people
more
dress so
powerful. But we're
exactly.
And that's the
we're
thing.
speaking from
Let him
That's what
people.
we are
talk.
Wife, you
saying.
are
It's
right.
being misrepresented.
Okay.
Let him talk.
Trophy
And
wife
that
is
parade
right.
by
Let me
itself
say
is a
something.
powerful parade.
No problem.
Inspired
We
by
understand
who?
and we get that it's a powerful. It's something that you all are embracing it and doing all that. But again, it's misrepresenting people from Zulu tribe in Africa.
I
Okay,
think
so
I think I like
hold on,
I
time
think
out.
I
Do you
like
know?
Trophy
Let him
wife.
talk.
Time
Go
out.
ahead.
So what is the misrepresent? Let me know. I wants to know personally.
Okay.
So I'm
I
asking
think Trophy wife just said it's because of something like Shaka Zulu's influence, right?
okay.
I don't want to. Did you say that?
Yeah,
I think
I'm only giving a
yes.
guesstimation. It's not my culture at all. But we all read about Shaka Zulu, and we know Zulu is a powerful name, and that's a powerful parade. And I believe we're talking about a parade that started 109 years ago. So bear with me.
116.
116. Sorry, sir.
Oh,
I believe that when they took the power back from the people that were mocking them, it made sense to call the parade a warrior name because they were taking their power back.
Okay.
That's the only
But
thing that I can think of. I mean, I'm not 116.
okay, yeah, obviously.
Hey,
But
Agent Doobie
okay.
Baby is also from NOLA and is requesting to come up. Do Baby.
but here's what have y'all ever just taken the time to just look at the whole
How you doing?
entire parade? And actually,
We have we honestly with
okay,
the
so
with the
you
few
saw the
snippets
African
that I've been
influence
looking
in that
at,
parade.
I think I'm fine. Genuinely, I think I'm fine. I am not a Zulu person, but I live in South Africa. I've seen how Zulu
Okay.
people do their things. I've seen their culture, and I can tell you right now that I do not have the right to be doing things the Zulu way or doing things the way Zulu people are doing them and then misrepresent them in the process of doing that. I feel like if you are going to practice or do a bit of someone's culture, you need to do it the right way.
Mina,
Okay, so
I
in
am.
your words,
I am a
what is the right way to do it?
Mina, I am a Zulu,
Can I
and
please
Zulu is
finish?
my culture,
Can I
and
please
I can
finish?
see that you are
Can I please finish?
misrepresenting our culture.
Can I please finish? I am a Motswana, like I said, but it wouldn't make sense for me to misrepresent the Zulu people. It doesn't work that way. And then I say, imagine me from Northwest by the Botswana tribe, and I'm like, the Zulu parade.
Okay.
The Zulus will show me flames because it's wrong. It's wrong. I cannot practice someone else's culture and do it wrongly. I don't
What
have
You
the
guys
right to do
practice that
that.
Black American culture is copied all throughout the diaspora, and we accept it.
Please don't
can I
stop, Riggs. Please don't talk about makeup.
So what in particular is
I
wrong
wasn't
about the
talking
parade?
about makeup. I don't care if it's
What are you
dancing.
talking
It
about?
can be singing. No, you don't want anybody to talk about any type of makeup, but we can talk about makeup because traditional South African whatever makeup is not worn. So we can talk about all
we
that.
don't
No,
do
just
makeup
because
here.
you
Makeup
want to
can be
honor
a
one
culture, my
portion and because
sister.
you want to acknowledge,
Listen, we are
just
talking
because you
about
want to
culture right
acknowledge
now.
one portion, it doesn't make
Agenda,
it
we are
right.
talking about culture.
You guys
We
want to
are talking
control
about
so
culture.
much, and it's
Is
not gonna
makeup a
work.
culture?
Culture.
You are the one
Makeup is
controlling so
culture.
much.
Excuse me.
I think if you remember, we
I've
have
been quiet the whole time. I've been quiet most of the time.
Agenda, let me ask, is makeup a culture?
Not only is just the makeup a culture, it's how it's worn that is a part of a culture. Stop playing with me. That's just like saying clothes is not a culture, but how you wear the material, it does matter. It speaks about
Exactly,
a
that's
culture.
what we are.
How
That's
how
what we
you
are
decide to wear
against.
your hair, how you guys decided to sing a
That's
tune,
what we
how you
are
guys
against in
partook
this
in
whole
hip hop,
Zulu
how you
thing.
decided
That's what
to
we are
know the
against.
portrayal
The way
of black
they wear
culture, period,
their attire
was
is not the
mocked.
way
It was
us
made
Zulu
fun of.
people
It was
we wear
it
our
was
attire.
no. You
That's
guys were
the very
playing with
same
the
thing that we
culture.
are against.
Agent, can I ask you to do me a favor? Do you have something to write on there? I'm going to spell a Zulu word for you, of which you'll be able to type because I do not underestimate your searching skills.
Did you come up here to play and
Right,
insult?
because I'm about to get ready to drop you.
Yeah, he's not serious. He
Nah,
doesn't want to talk.
I'm
because he
serious. I'm
definitely
trying to
up here
tell you something
playing.
of which is
Yeah, he's
similar to
playing.
makeup and Zulus. We use it.
He wants to insult us. Guy,
No,
excuse me. Drop him.
Yeah, drop
I'm not
him.
insulting. I'm not insulting.
Excuse me.
Okay, so I just want you guys to understand. Please don't try to play. Please don't try to play with what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If you guys can honor that, oh, the way that the clothes that you guys typically wear in traditional Zulu is offensive, if we're not wearing it correctly, then we can accurately say if you don't wear your hair the same way. But honestly, as Miss Trophy Wife had tried to tell you guys, some people don't have the means to be able to portray a culture correctly, and you're getting upset at that.